Dear students, now this is your new chapter called as metals and non-metals. First of all, we have to differentiate between the metals and non-metals. Then what is the general trend? How can we differentiate a metal and a non-metal? The one of the best method is electrical conductivity. If a substance conduct electricity, then it is called metal, while if it is not conduct electricity, it is called non-metal. So we have to discuss here some properties, and they are the physical properties of the metals and non-metals. Properties, metals and non-metals. As we already know, there are some exceptions also. So we also have to focus on those exceptions. The first property is the state. Most of the metals, they are in solid state. So most of the metals are solid in state at room temperature, while exception is except mercury, which is liquid at room temperature. Non-metals, they are found in all the three states, that is solid, liquid and gas. Now another property is the luster. Luster, that is the shining. So metals have shining surfaces, have shining surfaces, while non-metals normally don't have any shining. Not having luster, but the exception is solid iodine. Solid iodine have luster. The next important point is conductivity. So metals are good conductors of heat and electric current. While non-metals are poor conductors of heat and electric current. Here another exception is Graphite, it is an allotrope of carbon. You can see it in your pencil lead. It is made up of graphite. It is smooth, shiny, as well as it has one free electron to conduct the electric current. The another property is density. Metals have very high density. While non-metals have low density. That is, metals are heavy while non-metals are light. Density stands for the compactness of the atoms or molecule of the substance. The next one is hardness. Metals are very hard. Except alkali metals, they are soft and can be cut through the knife. The examples are sodium, potassium. They are the soft metals. Non-metals they are normally soft and brittle, but some non-metals are very hard. The example is diamond, the hardest substance known. Another property is sonority. The sonority stands for, if we will beat a substance and it gives you ringing sound, then it is a metal, and if it does not produce any ringing sound, then it is non-metal. Then mostly metals produce ringing sound when beaten, while non-metal do not produce ringing sound when beaten. Another one is malleability. Metals can be beaten into thin sheet. Metals can be beaten into thin sheet. When you hammer any metal it gets changed into thin sheet. While non-metals are non-malleable. Non-malleable, that is, they cannot be beaten into thin sheet. They are brittle in nature. Brittleness means when you will hammer, it will break into small pieces. Another one is melting and boiling point. Metals generally have high melting and boiling points. While non-metals have low melting and boiling points, except diamond and graphite. Next physical property is ductility. Ductility stands for can be drawn into wires. Then metals can be drawn into wires. On the other hand, non-metals cannot be drawn into wires. Here there is an exception also. Optical fiber made of carbon, which is a non-metal. Next is allotropy, that is present in different forms. Metals do not show allotropic forms, while non-metals show allotropic forms such as diamond, graphite. They are the allotropes of carbon. So these are the physical properties of metals and non-metals. On the basis of these properties, we can easily differentiate between the metals and non-metals. So it is the start of the chapter. You have to learn all these properties